Oh, well, there you go. Disney layoffs. More Disney layoffs underway. Hundreds of corporate staffers are impacted.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Yeah, I covered this
Yeah.
first thing this morning. This news came out yesterday afternoon. They hid this well because they had already
Yeah, they
been
did.
laying.
Yeah. This is not on the headlines of anything.
No,
Like, actually
no.
hidden away on mainstream media. Just
Yeah,
it's pretty major stuff. But they're like, no,
yeah,
we'll hide it. We'll hide it.
yeah. Wild.
Which is quite crazy, to be honest. So, Deadline exclusive. More layoff news in what already has been a depressing week. Disney is in the middle of a new wave of cuts as part of a cost-saving initiative. Sources tell Deadline. We hear about 300 or so people are
More.
affected by the layoffs that started yesterday and are continuing today and tomorrow, with the possibility to stretch beyond that.
Yep.
The positions, all based in the US, are across Disney's corporate operations, including legal, HR, finance, and communications. Among the divisions that are not impacted in this round are Parks, ESPN, and Disney Entertainment.
Okay.
So continues.
Hang on. I'm only going to interrupt because that's a lie. ESPN just fired its head writer.
Oh, well, that's bad, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, so it just says this. Anyway, we continually evaluate ways to invest in our businesses and more effectively manage our resources and costs to fuel the state-of-the-art creativity and innovation that consumers value and expect from Disney, a Disney spokesperson said in a statement to Deadline. As part of this ongoing optimization work, we've been reviewing the cost structure of our corporate level functions and have determined there are ways for them to operate more efficiently. Yeah, firing people, I guess. So today's cuts follow the July 31st round of layoffs at Disney Entertainment Television, when around 140 people were let go, representing about 2% of the total Disney Entertainment workforce. And Disney Animation Studio Pixar reducing staff by 14% in May, which is huge. Disney layoffs started yesterday. On the same day, Paramount Global laid off loads of people as well. Yeah, it's quite crazy, to be honest. Disney's been in a cost-cutting mode. Bob Iger had, previously said there's going to be about 7,000 jobs going over multiple rounds, which is about 3.2% of the company's total global force. Looks like that's going to be way more, to be fair.
Well, that was back last year. This year, they've eliminated thousands more. I mean, it's misleading. I mean, even the headline here, the hundreds. Try again. I mean, yesterday they estimated roughly 300, but there's well more being let go today. And I mean, and they were saying that ESPN was being spared. No, they just let go like a 12-year veteran for their NBA side. The ESPN's not safe. None of it's safe except for maybe Parks and maybe the pure entertainment people that they need to like make Disney Plus and films. But other than that, this is much more widespread. This is one of the reasons why all my friends ran away from Disney, because they saw the writing on the wall. When you have a monotheistic operated, entity like this, where it's either, you believe the same things we do or you're out of here. Even if you are one of the quote unquote believers in the, woke mind virus, you're still not safe, because what eventually happens if you are that culturally driven to one particular ideology, in this case identitarianism, you literally push away the people that are your customers. They stop buying your stuff. They stop paying attention to your stuff. And so now you're stuck with too many people. It's a problem, and Disney's going to suffer from it. They literally are surrendering the people who make their things work in order to just survive. And this is these layoffs are well beyond the economic circumstances that we face here in this country. Right now this is a existential issue for Disney at this point.
Well, look, they did get rid of HR. HR can go away for all I care. HR is completely worthless in a lot of businesses.
It's the third round for HR too. That's the other thing.
Good. Got them. HR is completely pointless. Yeah. All of HR could be done just by a secretary.
I agree.
Convince me otherwise. I changed my mind.
No,
HR in corporate is bloated and nonsense. So no, HR, go away.
Tucker Carlson actually had a big, huge spiel that he gave talking about HR and how he'll never deal with HR for a company ever again. It's a pointless part of the corporate infrastructure, and I complete agreement.
Yeah. Well, again, a healthy business does not do stuff like this. What do you reckon about this, Nick?
I mean, not really surprising to me. I mean, when you're kind of the head of the woke mind virus in this world, it's like they keep making dumb decisions for their company that, you know, doesn't really bring in that much of a profit for them. So eventually, I mean, it's unsustainable. So, you know, you keep on and keep on doing all this stuff. The BlackRock under the table money isn't going to keep the company going, that a company this big forever. Eventually you are going to have to either change direction or, you know, in this case, lay more and more people off. You know, and I completely see, you know, more layoffs probably happening next year. You know, I don't see this stopping for them unless they completely get Iger and that board out of there and completely restructure and revamp the whole entire company and every company underneath the Disney umbrella. You know, nothing's going to change. We're going to keep hearing news stories like this. You know, it sucks for the people that work there because, you know, a lot of people, you know, the ex-Disney employee we had, he's a fan of Disney. He has been since he's a kid. A lot of the people that work for the company love Disney and have a lot of great childhood memories of Disney and all that sort of stuff. But, you know, Disney today is not the Disney that we grew up with.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I mean, they've completely changed everything up, haven't they? And they're not. Yeah, I mean, they've changed who their kind of target market is. Bizarrely, don't understand why. They're just falling apart, completely falling apart. They're still not over $100 a share. They're down at $95 a share. Like it's pretty.
Oh,
bad.
Are they out of the 80s again?
Yeah, they artificially pushed those numbers up, and people, you know, for whatever reason, believed Iger when he said they were going to do all of these things. Well, none of it's happened, and none of it's happening, and they're doing their level best to try to make their value higher. This is just another desperate step to doing that. Getting rid of talent, especially on-screen talent at ESPN with qualified people because of their paycheck. They're removing. I mean, they even pulled out, you know, former quarterback RG3. You know, he got the axe. So ESPN's in huge trouble. You know, and they're going to lose credibility. I don't know. I'm in a weird place because I think a lot of people know that Disney was near and dear to my heart because of my family. And I have a ton of friends.
You're the long lost child of Walt Disney, is what you're saying.
No, but what I am saying
that's why you got that grey beard, no?
Who knows? But what I do know is that you know, all of my friends. All of my friends that used to work for Disney are no longer there. They all ran away.
Yeah.
So.
You should have done something about it. So why is it near and dear to you?
I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm done.
That was, out of all my jokes, like that is like the most weak source one.
It was a pretty weak joke, I will admit.
No, honestly, why is it near and dear to your heart?
Not just the my family was very involved in Disney before I was born and through the time that I was well into my adulthood. So I'm just gonna leave it there.
So you're gonna deny being the long lost son of Walt?
I am not the long lost son of Walt or grandson of Walt Disney.
God.
Okay.
Right,
Do you feel better now?
I am, though. Spoiler alert, I am.
Dun, dun.
What is happening right now? I thought this was going to be a normal show.
I've got no idea. Who cares? Look, Shake from Hunger Team has checked in a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, my dude. Appreciate it, man. Look, Disney is just a sinking ship.
Yeah.
It's falling apart.
Yep.
It's
And
falling apart. So this, I wonder how. Yeah, I do wonder how many more people will go though. I wonder what will be the end. And it's very obvious. They Deadline did hide this, like fully hidden. I only saw it just randomly because I was looking at something else. I was like, what?
It was for a day. It was for a day and a half that this was like not out there as news. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Nope.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember November 6th, right around the corner. Next earnings call.
Oh my god!
We'll
I can't wait to see what they announce.
Yeah.
Well, and that's right inside of our selection cycle here in the States as well for leadership.
Yep. That's right.
Ladies and gents, in the chat right now, what do you think? How many projects do you think Disney's going to announce on their investors call, or just before?
700.
Well, they're not going to do that, are they? Unless you've got an insight. Because
no, they're gonna announce a buttload. They have to. Nobody believes them anymore when they announce things. Not one person.
Okay. Yeah, true. No. True. No, yeah, that is true though. No, literally, no one actually does believe them. It's quite comical because they do articles now saying exactly what we've been saying for so long, which is like, oh well, sure, fine, they've announced it, but it doesn't mean that they're going to get made. It's like,
yeah,
very, very funny, very, very funny. Well, there you go. We will, we'll move on from this now.
Okay,
good.
Let's move on from it then. Let's just move on.
We will move on.